Is it
Oh, it
arriving
is.
anywhere?
No, it is. It is. Well, that's interesting. So you can, we knew this from years ago, but you can push live and then it goes to the studio and then
Hmm.
that's cool and you're streaming, or you can set up the event. Well, it's kind of in Riverside. It seems it would do both. Though I'm not seeing any video. Odd.
In studio?
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, just took about 30 seconds.
Hmm.
All right. Well, just because we figured out how to do this last time,
Ooh, I'm seeing it live. Nice.
yeah, let's play that thing. Nope.
Come
Come
on!
on now.
Come on!
Nah.
Man.
Preview live. Whatever. Can't figure this one out. Maybe we should just go back to restream. How did that work?
Oh, that's brilliant.
So that was like a 17-second delay where I
That was
said
brilliant.
play. No, nothing's happening. Okay, forget it. And then boom, here it is. Cloud.
I
Cloud's
love it.
awesome.
I absolutely love it. Hello, everyone. We're here to do some message sorting, figuring out what the show will be. We're a little bit, I mean, we're live, but we didn't really plan it as in YouTube.
Mm,
So
no warning.
no warning.
Just
So we'll see who shows up,
yeah.
and it could be great. It could also be just us talking to ourselves, which is fun. Because I guess.
Because I do that all the time, Daniel. All day, every day.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah, of
Let's
course.
talk about this.
Hey, now hang on. What sort of session is it again? Is it therapy or is it?
Right. I mean, I guess we could turn it into a therapy session.
Uh,
Um, yeah. So we're going to do message sorting, looking at the messages this week, and figuring out what we're going to have on the
mm,
show.
yep.
Have a really good
And we
show.
just organize things there. I like to be able to go. "Whew, there we go. There's the messages. Oh, that's what we're
Oh,
talking about.
switching
Okay.
metaphor.
Okay. There we
Okay.
go. Starting from the bottom of the list, and now we're
Okay.
here.
Which is the top of our. Oh, the
Yeah,
bottom
you
of
know how
this
it
list.
works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. This SharePoint document processing models no longer process files if the services are not enabled on the site. What's this for?
So this is when you create a syntax model, so
Uh,
SharePoint Premium. Basically, the way it used to be is if you created a model, attached it to a library, but disabled the site, it would still run. So what this is saying, you can have models um, available to do the processing, um, but it won't charge you.
hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so it says before models processed files even if the site was disabled. So I mean, that's great. I threw this on here for transparency as something that we could talk about. We don't talk about SharePoint Premium too often.
Hmm.
Um,
Is that because they don't do anything?
no, that's not
No, no, that's
why.
not it. Ah,
That's not it at all.
no.
Um, so this is something that I think is nice change. We have to go through
Hmm.
that kind of matrix of decision of is to get to the decision of should we talk about this on the show. I think this is a nice change. Is it a thing?
Is it a thing?
What do you think, Daryl? Is it a thing?
So
Is
it's
it big enough?
saving
Meaning, is it big
organizations
enough
money?
thing to do that?
It's saving organizations money?
Hopefully, that is the intent, is to
Yep.
save money.
Well,
But
I mean, yeah.
some would say it should have been doing this all along. But
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. It feels like we've actually just rehearsed what we would say about that message.
Okay. Okay. Possibly.
Um,
Yeah.
Possibly. We talked about these options before. Possibly.
Possibly. Yes.
Possibly.
Hmm. Oh,
But,
it's a
you know,
double E.
yeah, that's right. And with a pause,
Okay.
just need to make this a little more
Possibly.
colorful. Possibly.
Which is less than maybe should.
Maybe should. Yeah, okay. We'll keep that. We like to define the temperatures here
Yeah.
as we go for each
Yeah. Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So the reason that we do this, people, is we did have this beautifully designed little tag label that we've made as part of the template, but the loop experience doesn't save that. So we just define it as we go.
Yeah.
Let's hear your defense for defender or
Aha.
not.
See, this is another one that I thought, hey, this is an
Books and
interesting
insights.
message, but we don't talk about Defender very much at all. So this is a tool to optimize bulk email management, but it's insights. I like that. What I liked about the summary was by simulating the optimal bulk compliant level and identifying potential issues. Do you think organizations are doing bulk sending like this from M365 in a morally way? Because I know there's some people that are using it for phishing. I've gotten several of those, but
I feel like for the volumes that large organizations do, they'll go to a third party service to do that and allow them to post on behalf of or send on behalf of. Maybe those middle ground small to mid organizations could use it, but yeah.
okay. So should we talk about this simulator, this Insights Simulator report?
I think it's in the possibly again.
Possibly. Okay.
Yeah, like
I'm okay with that.
if we're also trying to have some variation in the show, and it's not just about Teams and Copilot. I admire that you chose a couple that were there that felt that way. One that I couldn't bring myself to do for that would be some of those really on the nose, like the Windows ones that feel like they're we've got office hours this week, or it's
I
not
don't
even.
understand that one. Does that belong in the message center, or is that a
Not really.
social media post or a blog post? Like, why?
Well, okay. Here's something, and I don't think I'm breaking any NDAs here. Maybe it's kind of obvious, but that it is a technical tool, but it's actually run by the marketing department in Microsoft, in partnership with the technical side of Microsoft.
Yeah.
So this is why we do see marketing type stuff that's a bit stronger on the marketing sense and less on the useful sense.
But we don't like it, so stop it.
Yeah, don't
Like,
be choosy.
yeah, be a little more choosy.
Yeah,
All right,
that was possibly again.
and possibly
Okay,
with a
but
little tone. It's possibly.
possibly. Your outlook for iOS and Android, new setting to auto advance to the next message. So is this like you are, okay, or email auto advance, you're reading it. Is it reading it out loud or you're reading it on screen and then it just next page?
Yeah. So no, it's when you delete or archive a message.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What happens?
Doesn't go
Because
back to inbox.
yeah, right now it goes back to inbox. With this, you could go through and process your messages, as you go. I will honestly, I actually don't like. I like the way it currently does it. I always change that setting in Outlook Desktop to
Okay.
if I delete an item, I don't want you to show me the next message. I don't want
And
it
why
to
is that, Daniel? Is that
preview
because
it.
the next one's usually something that's not really worth reading, and you don't want to read everything?
No, it's the major reason why is because the way I manage my inbox
Mm,
is I have layers, and the first layer is it red? Is it, you know, and so if it's not red, that means I need to take action on it. That's like the first
mm,
layer of I need to take action. And then you have labels, and then you have pinning and all that kind of stuff. But the first
mm.
layer. So if I'm not ready to read that message, I don't want to read it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's why I want to go back to inbox to jump around to say I'm triaging. I'm looking at
Mm,
messages that really need me to look at it right now, rather than when I receive them. Just because I received them in a certain order doesn't necessarily mean that I need to read them in that order.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I
But
mean,
I mean,
that's
there's not everybody does that, right? So
no.
maybe
People are
this,
playing the inbox zero game who
yeah,
want to actually read everything. Will work their way through. But I'm a little like you. Sometimes I look at messages in the list and I recognize the source that it's coming from. It's probably something I should unsubscribe from anyway. Delete or maybe I'll
yeah.
just based on who that is or what it's saying in the subject, I'll flag that because I know I'm going to need to look at that
Yeah.
later. Hmm. All
So
right.
I think for this message we say
It's more than possible, isn't it?
it's more than plausible, but it's not a definite, in my opinion, but it's a highly maybe.
Highly maybe. Okay, let's go with that.
What do you
Highly
think?
maybe.
Is that okay?
No, I like that one. That
Okay.
one's good. It has to be a different color.
Sure,
I
sure,
think
sure,
we're
sure.
going through like traffic light systems here that
Yeah,
kind of
kind of.
work.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll
There
make
needs
it
to be more
possibly,
colors.
yeah, and they're, you know, let's go with purple then.
Okay.
The purple traffic light.
Right.
What?
What? That's great for those that are colorblind.
Hmm.
Um,
Schedule Copilot from an email. I've seen a little bit of chatter on this before I saw the message.
yeah.
First of all, it's Copilot, so is it gonna be
So
of interest to people?
it's a definite. Like we have to cover it. Move
Oh,
on.
oh,
Let's,
right, yeah.
no. I read this and I went at first. I was like, great. You're adding a button that is going to create an email. Cool. Or a
Mm,
calendar entry. Cool. Whatever. I mean, it seems like it is something that I've done in the past because you could create there is a button, or maybe they've taken it out, but there was in Classic now,
mm.
Outlook for desktop, a button where you're reading an email. You could click the create a meeting.
Reply with meeting invite, and it includes the thread. Is that what you
Was
mean?
that it?
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, you could click a button and it would actually open up a window with a meeting invite
Yep.
with the stuff. Yeah. So, I, I think what is
Mm.
nice about this is it's kind of like that in that, and I read it, I was like, wait a minute. So it'll give a suggested agenda and summary. So this is some of my pet peeve that I have is don't send me a meeting invite without an agenda. And it would be really great if you actually summarized what in the world we're going
Good
to do.
point. Good
Like
point. Yeah.
use this and it's going to do it for you. Now,
Hmm.
remember, everything Copilot creates, you should, check. But
So back to our conversation before we went live.
oh no,
No,
oh
no, we
no.
wait, we wait, we wait. Like, but but let's just allude to some of this here. What is Copilot going to come up with for an agenda for us?
Well,
What
hope
is Copilot's agenda?
yeah. Hopefully, it's what we've said in the email rather
Yeah,
than some sort of overlord saying,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
start putting these type of agenda items in every meeting and then
yeah.
making us do things. But
Make sure that you fire the RoboVac,
right,
because it's doing a really bad job. Okay, we should discuss that. And it had nothing to do with our email thread, but
Robovac.
yeah, why not? But
Oh my god.
actually, the other thing that when I saw this made me actually think not so much about help me craft the invite and
Yeah.
pop in the agenda, but doing the brokering of who is available and when. We have the meeting poll. We also have a scheduling assistant. I thought, this could be actual scheduling help.
It doesn't seem so.
Nope, it's not.
Wouldn't it be great?
Yes.
Now, could it in the future? I mean, I think that would be the
Like a
best
level
version.
2 feature?
Version 2? Like,
Hmm.
hey, you really want people to buy Copilot?
Mm.
Put a feature where I can create a meeting from a thread because I want people to stop emailing because this should have been a meeting. Sometimes meetings should be emails, right? We all know this.
Yep.
But then there's times when you have an email thread, you're like, man, we need to meet about this because people are misunderstanding each other, where context is getting lost, whatever. You're like, let's have a 30-minute meeting. Do you remember what was that tool we used to have? We used to have a tool for a hot minute where we could say, schedule a, it was a Microsoft tool, schedule a meeting
It was
for
Cortana.
30 minutes with this person, and it would go and look for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was Cortana. It was
Was
a
it?
Cortana feature, yeah, and it was supposedly that kind of intelligent space, which they ended up using real people to do. A bit like
No.
the Amazon
You're
the
lying.
Amazon shop.
You're
No, I'm
making this
not.
up.
I'm not. They had
You're-
people checking it over, just like the Amazon shops. It was crazy.
No.
Yeah, they did, and then it got too expensive, and not enough people were using
Well,
it, so that's why
sure.
it was reversed.
You're mate. I just
I am not.
feel like there's
No.
no way that's possible.
Okay, maybe let's do this as a definite maybe, and between now and when we record, I'll see if I can find something that we can.
Oh my god.
But
no way.
yeah, as a
But-
level 2, imagine this: like
Yeah.
here are the people on the thread, which are from my
Yep.
organization, some
Yep.
that aren't,
Yep.
and schedule. Okay, as part of hitting that scheduling button, go and find 3 or 4 times that are going to be optimal for the people that I can see their calendars for.
Yep.
And make those suggestions. Maybe even add a meeting poll.
Just do it.
Already. Just do it.
Maybe, maybe I mean like have many like if it's a thread that's just internal people and I can see their whole their calendars, then just go ahead and do the meeting invite. At the appropriate time. But if it's external people as well, be like, look at the internal people, find 3 options, and suggest, hey everybody, let's do one of these times. And and then that's the other thing that tool did, right? Was put a placeholder
Yes.
on something. Anyway, like put placeholders in those 3 options for the internal people. I
Yep.
don't know. Just there could be so much here. I think you would increase Copilot usage by 50% at least.
By
if-
taking the pain out of trying to schedule a meeting at optimal times.
Yep.
Offering people choices, so all they have to do is go, oh, yeah, so it would be send them an invite where the show as is set to free, so that it allows to we're problem solving here.
Yeah,
We're coming, Microsoft, you're not going to pay us for these feature ideas.
I mean, you can, and we will make it the most awesome, the best product you've ever had. I mean,
Yep.
better than Zoom. So if you want to pay us, Microsoft, we will do this for you.
Better than so.
I know. It's a high promise, but
Okay. Hey, so that's Copilot and email. There's another one that was on our list, which is there's a couple of things that are coming now to new Microsoft Outlook. I just wanted to, and I'm definitely going to mention this if we talk about the message and choose it. Look at the size of that product. We've got into this pattern now where the message has product name : whatever the message subject is.
yeah.
Now it's new Outlook for the new Microsoft Outlook for Windows and the web. Two
Whose
products.
Outlook?
Huh?
Why is it
New
saying
Outlook.
Microsoft?
New Microsoft Outlook. Yeah.
No, I'm like who? We all know Microsoft owns the product Outlook. Why does it say Microsoft Outlook?
Well, same with SharePoint. We'll see other
Yeah,
things.
I know.
in there.
I know. Like
Yeah.
I think it's
That's your point.
It is. I'm piggybacking on your point, which is we don't need that first bit.
No.
Because
Maybe new Outlook.
I don't know. Maybe this is I'm trying to think why would they do this? Maybe this is people that are syncing to like Planner or something, so they don't
Mhm.
have to read the details. They can see what
Oh,
product it
so
is,
we know
and
who to blame for this feature
yeah.
request.
No, but you know what I mean? Like I think
Yeah.
that's maybe that's why they do it. But man, it's
Yeah.
just at least remove Microsoft from everything. Like why
Well,
Microsoft
there's your clue that it
Teams?
is the marketing team that is driving
Sure,
this.
because they have to say all the words.
The full product name has to be accurate, but we will misspell SharePoint
Now,
sometimes.
but take the one right below it that we just covered, or we're just
Hmm.
talking about schedule with Copilot
Copilot.
from Anima. What Copilot?
Yeah.
Uh, it didn't tell us, um, and it didn't actually put it in the Copilot for Microsoft 365 colon
Yeah. Yeah.
schedule
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it didn't do that at all.
This is a
Anyway,
minor feature, but it's going to be a convenience to be able to jump directly to a folder. Control Y, begin to type the folder name.
hmm.
And I think we'll see more of these, which will probably be called out to show people, hey, if you're into using this thing or doing this thing for classic Outlook, here's what you can do now in new Outlook to give you a similar experience.
I
It's so tiny as a message.
It is, and I think honestly, it is very. You know how how agile development works, where you have so many points or whatever you want to call it, and you have to you only have so many points or sprint whatever um, per week, and so you're like, and per month and or actually per sprint, and you say, okay, we have 18 points. So this thing is 3 points, this thing is 5 points. And maybe I'm not saying it exactly right, but I think, this one, however long it took, um, I think it shouldn't have been, it either was really easy to develop or was someone was mistaken when they made the priorities. I'm so low on shortcut keys to open up and to jump to a folder. Like, so you just save somebody a half second. Cool. Why?
Absolutely.
I
Yep.
hope I hope it only took like an hour's worth of development to make that happen. Because wow.
Mm. Maybe if Control Y did a filter on everything in your Outlook panel, so you could just,
No, I'm
you
not
know,
saying
that'd be
all
cool.
shortcut keys are useless. I'm just saying like I kind of feel like there are some that don't deserve a message. That's all I'm saying.
Does this one deserve a message? Teams improvements to manage what attendees see.
Um,
Manage what attendees see.
C is the I think keyword because there's no screenshots.
Hang on. Simplifying the attendee view, keeping the focus of the participants who have been brought on screen. Manage what attendees see.
Uh huh.
Before the rollout, this feature required users and presenters to bring presenters on and off screen.
It's a
After
two-step
the
process.
rollout,
Yeah. So
manage attendees.
you can look at the very bottom link sends you um, to a blog post or to a support article that says it's been updated to show the thing on. Why couldn't they just put the screenshot in the message? I don't know, but
Hmm.
um,
Well, I'm going to save it because I'm going to need it later.
yeah.
A little bit more about our behind the scenes,
Mhm,
3, 4,
mhm,
5
mhm.
folder. And then
Um,
manage what
does
people
this
see.
require premium?
Meeting.
I don't.
Hmm.
It doesn't say it does, but when you go to that support article, notes. Um, it's available in town halls, webinars, and meetings as
Mhm.
part of Teams Premium.
It's a premium feature. That
What the? Come on, people. Come on, people. That should be in the message.
yeah,
Oh man.
but it probably also should be at the top here.
Mm. Do we do this one just so we can fuss at them?
Sure.
Oh no. we're, we're gonna get in so
You,
much trouble.
you,
Casper's here. Casper, should we do this one and get yelled at, or do the yelling? I guess
yeah.
that's the question.
That is the question.
The next one is Outlook. Quickly see who is in the office based on work hours and location. What? Wait. No, that
Oops.
one was updated. Yeah, that's from last week. You can unstar that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this already as part of being on tap. So now we're
Listen.
able to talk about it. Kind of useful,
Man, you're
sort
special.
of, at a glance. It also connects into Microsoft Places if you're going to use that.
Man, we haven't heard that in forever.
Yeah, but it still is a product. They're still working on it.
Are they working on it, or are they just
No, they are.
fixing problems?
They're working on it. No, might be a team of 3 people.
I don't understand the screenshot.
Okay. So I am showing that I plan to be in the office and then also plan to be remote. Sorry, that is the remote bit, but I might be on the office on Thursday. So then that top right corner shows a bunch of people who also plan to be in.
What is the signal for that?
Well, it's where you go into to say these are my work hours.
Sure.
Yeah, and you can now also say these are my work hours, but I'm going to be working from home for the first few hours, and then regularly I'll come in at 11 o'clock for the rest of the day. It's picking up those signals.
I get that. But who? What? Who? Are these
Who's
people that I
important?
have meetings with, or are these people that are my coworkers on my same level of
Yeah.
reporting? Like what? What's the signals that are making certain people show up there? Is my question.
Yeah, no, it is those things. And it's people that you can favorite and say that you are connected with or following. That
Okay.
you want to, because maybe you don't work with Bob from finance, but you find him a funny guy and you like to have lunch with him. So maybe he's not a direct connection based
So
on your org structure.
okay.
you
So
can
how do
favorite.
you get him to show?
Well, maybe this is a places thing rather than
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
You've got to signal and show.
This is not making me excited.
No. I mean, it's another one of the tools to say, please come back to the office. We're making this a bit easier for you to know that
Yeah.
when people plan to be in the office, that they are there. What it doesn't fix is when people change their mind based on the rain or the state
Right.
of traffic and go, I'm going to work from home. But I made the journey in, and now I'm working remotely from my desk at work.
Right. I. Yeah. What I don't want this to encourage, but I could see a future step
Mm.
is somehow out of Outlook coming up with a feature for location tracking, and organizations
Yeah.
creating like zones to say, here's
Mm.
our building. So if they're there, then we'll automatically switch their I'm in the office. But then like a zone around the office to where if they're in that zone, it'll say coming to the office. And but what if you're going to a coffee shop instead?
Mm.
Anyway, you know, is your company going to track you? It just feels like that's probably the future step.
Perhaps. Reminds me of a thing that Microsoft did in their offices at one point, where it was, if you go in and dock at a certain desk, it would
Mm.
let other colleagues know that's where they're working in terms of hot desks, which was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is it a thing? Is it enough of a thing for us to talk about?
I don't know, but you have a Zoom circle.
I know. I thought I'd just turn that on and have a bit of fun with it.
Why?
So you could see, Daniel.
I see
Can
it.
you see that?
I totally see it now.
Okay, good.
I don't see us covering this message though. I know that's my opinion. What do you think?
I think that return to office is so much of an issue that it's a possibly maybe.
Okay. Fair
We've
enough.
got some things to work through here.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Let's circle back to that. Use the chip Bill Gates
Oh my
put
goodness.
in our brain. No, that's the Elon chip, not the Bill chip. My goodness.
Wait, Bill chip? No, Elon's is the upgrade chip.
Oh, okay.
Bill
So
already put
Bill's
a
was
chip.
the one that's there from
Yeah.
the injections.
Yeah.
Right, got it. We'll steer clear of that. Otherwise, this show will be cancelled.
I don't understand the next one. I don't understand. I mean, I understand like you just happen. It's something that oops, my computer's broken. Oops, I forgot, and I'm mobile, and I can't. But why would you ever have you're doing an event, a Teams event, a town hall, a webinar. Why would you ever want any of your presenters to ever be on mobile?
Present for mobile.
Like, it's everyone, I think we should, I think
It's
just follow along.
Wait.
Right.
You can, because my arm's tired now from our
Right.
1 hour webinar.
It's-
So, it's getting lower and lower, and you're seeing up my nose now. So I'll just.
Or the guy in the background doing stupid stuff because you're kind of doing a stupid thing. You're sitting in the park with your phone.
Yeah,
like
with
this,
your
like
hand up like this.
trying to pretend like anyway, I don't know. Again, there's circumstances your computer, I've had my computer go, you know what, you don't need Teams today, and I've had to join Teams meetings on my phone, like in the heat of the, like, yep, I gotta switch. I don't know.
Specifically for webinars. Okay, so let's put
Town halls
that.
and webinars. Yep.
Yeah, town halls and webinars. I know you've talked about a scenario where you're thinking of them presenting that way. What if they were executive or leadership on the spot? Now we're down, working with this, or we're visiting this person, or we're going to this location. We're showing a live stream of the new building.
Look at you trying to find the actual use case.
Oh, the positive thing. Yeah.
Look at you.
No, it can be quite imaginative.
So you're thinking like, okay, we're here on the factory floor, and
And I'm breaking a whole lot of health and safety rules from having a phone by some machinery.
right.
I'm just
But,
going to back up now. Whoa!
Yeah, we're gonna go over the yellow line, and the forklift runs us over.
That's the one. That's the one. Yellow line.
So, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's safer than carrying around a laptop and going, and then
totally.
turning it around to show, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know.
Turn to your colleague and say, "Can you hold this phone?" and point it at me while I inspire people.
This is a funny message, where we could have some humor, whatever, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest, I don't think we should cover it. Unless Christopher or Casper thinks we should cover it, throw it in the chat. Do you want us to cover this? Or anyone else that's actually here watching now, throw it in chat, let us know. We're going to give it the lowest rating, which is possibly.
Possibly. Yeah, not definitely or highly maybe.
Right.
Yeah. Take action.
Yes.
Okay, this one did you get this one?
I did.
Yep. So it wasn't just me because my
Well,
tenant.
this is still external presenters, but yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Set MFA.
Yeah.
For everybody, not just the admins. That's what it is,
Huh?
isn't it?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Sure it is.
No.
No?
No.
Set
October
up MFA.
15th. Okay, well, yeah, you want to set MFA for everybody.
Mm.
But this is October
Yes.
15th. Microsoft will require admins to use multi-factor authentication when signing into the Azure portal, the Intra portal, or the Intune portal. Intune
Okay.
admin.
It is admins then. Okay. There it is. Wee.
But I mean, listen,
Yeah.
and Casper says it in chat. Finally, absolutely. I mean, this should have been done a year ago or
I
2
thought it
years
was going to
ago.
be done a year ago.
I mean, should have been done a long time ago. In my opinion, like if you're an admin, if you and honestly, those of you out there with your one account that's a regular user and an admin, naughty.
What?
What do you mean what?
Oh, both, right. Rather
Yeah, you
than
want-
having two separate accounts.
Yeah, you want two separate accounts. You don't want this account that you email and you're doing all these things with, and you might click a bad link that now gives some fisher their, all your credentials to be able to go into the portal without MFA and change everyone's passwords and delete people and forward everybody's email to whatever. Anyway,
Yep.
that was a soapbox.
What is the definition of an admin?
Anyone who's logging into the admin center for Intra, Intune, or Azure. Although, can we?
Yeah.
What's the difference
Report
between?
readers. Yeah, like you can have an admin role. Like, okay, it's let's say I'm a change manager. I'm only interested in reading
The
a
message
message
center.
center.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure. Do I have to have MFA?
Yes. Maybe.
Why is that?
I don't know. Well, you should. Period. But it says admins, but
Yeah.
I wonder if it's anybody who has a role to log into these. Yeah, Christopher, we're asking the same question. What's an admin? Because it
No,
could
that's
be
where
a
I got the
reader.
question from.
Oh, right, you
I'll
cheated.
give them the credit. It made me sound intelligent, but this is why we have a live audience.
Yeah, it makes you sound intelligent. I like that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But the other interesting thing is, what's the difference between the Microsoft Azure portal and the Microsoft Intra Admin Center? I mean, I guess, okay, the Azure portal includes all of the services and virtual machines and all that. And the Intra is the
Just identity side. of it.
identity side. Okay. But it doesn't specifically say M365 Admin Center. Is that already the case?
That's why I felt like we already
I
had
thought yeah.
MFA enforced. Well, it's important enough to talk about.
I think so.
Highly maybe.
I'm looking at the
No,
link.
definitely.
Azure Intra Intune Azure Infrastructure. Doesn't say anything about M365. That's interesting. Interesting, but it is on the Microsoft Intra Learn. Yep.
Funky Intra logo.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah,
Spartan logo. I look at that and I think Spartan helmet. Sorry.
Okay, I see
It's
that.
in tune, but you know.
I see it.
We are in tune! Boot!
Alrighty then. The next one.
Mhm.
Microsoft Copilot to update to enterprise data protection. So,
Is this related to our sign in to Edge and you've got the protection and
yeah, I think so. But
yeah, next month making several updates.
basically, it's saying we're saying you're going to be
Ad-free.
if you're logged in to regular old Copilot.
Hmm.
There's so many of them. But if you're logged into Copilot, then you're logged into services using our Entra ID with Copilot, you get the enterprise data protection for free. Like they're just doing it.
Hmm.
And you're getting a new simplified ad-free user interface.
Designed for work and education.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's already
Is
part of the
it
M365, the Copilot for M365 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this is web, Windows, and mobile. You know, those Copilot
Copilot.
apps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we talked about this last week and the week before that some features were being removed for
When you're
those who are
logged in.
signed in with the Entra ID.
Yeah.
And now this is, but we are going to create a new thing, and it's going to be ad-free, and it'll protect your data, which it already was in the first place, wasn't it? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know that it was using the free Copilot tools. Because remember, what they're talking about is the free Copilot tools,
Mm.
not the tools you have to pay for. So if you're
But-
using a free Copilot tool,
Yeah.
but not in, which is just web stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to take you to a simplified that has no connection to ads. So therefore, it's not tracking you. It's not seeing what you're doing as long as you're logged in with an Entra ID.
I think this is more about promoting or preparing us for that new page experience, because today when I sign in with my Entra ID to copilot.microsoft.com, I've got a little shield up there that says you are
Mhm.
protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we could just make that a quick mention that, hey,
Yeah.
there's a new page coming.
Is there? Where's
Well,
it
that's
say
what
that?
they're talking about. New
What?
simplified ad-free user interface.
Sure.
Maybe it's not a huge thing though.
When is it?
Highly maybe.
Highly maybe. Highly maybe. Highly
What
maybe.
about this? adding quick
Okay.
links to the Viva dashboard. It's a card with click here to see more links.
I,
Mm-hmm. Go on.
who?
Isn't there a whole purpose of having quick links as separate tiles to be able to give it more presence so you click it and it goes somewhere?
Yeah. Now we have to have a new one. When I first read through this, I'm like, not that experience sucks, right? Because you're like, as a user, I'm going to look at that and think it's one thing, but it's actually 5 apparently, or 6. I don't know, that 7, 8.
Yeah, there's
What?
like the promoted link that you want to pair at the top.
But it says
and then-
plus 4 more,
Yeah.
and then the second screenshot is like, there's actually way more.
Here's all the stuff.
Um,
Yeah. You can call it quick links. Card.
Why are they calling it everything quick links? Like, that's not quick links. I'm looking at it
Ooh.
now to try to see if I have it, because
Hmm.
it says it's rolled out. I mean, I have a quick links. Is that it? Oh, you can add up to 20 links.
Hmm. And what we're seeing here too is just the desktop view,
Yeah.
which if you're going to use if you're going to use that, you're going to put quick links on the page where the dashboard is. I wonder what this will look like on mobile.
I mean, it's rolled out to my tenant now already, so I guess we can
Play with it,
play around.
try
but
it out. Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, I get it. If a lot of people are using, which I think they are, those dashboard cards as links, well, you only get a certain number of those links in your dashboard before it it rolls basically,
Mm,
when you're looking at it.
maybe that's it.
So they're trying to say, well, put all your links in one place, and
Yep.
then
We'll
you
give
can
you up
use
to
the other
20.
cards to do something else.
So yeah, I mean, imagine that mobile experience, or even just the dashboard down the vertical column.
Yeah,
You've got your top card is the news or the something that you want people to see. Then the action things that you want to prompt
yeah.
people to do. And then you've got, there's quick links. So I can tap that and get to a quick list, a jump
But it
list
doesn't.
of.
I don't know. Those that are here watching us live, there's quite a few of you. Should we cover this message this week on the show? I, throw it in chat, please. We'd love to hear your opinion.
Hmm.
The I feel like I don't know. It is not the type of functionality that cards have had in the past for the most part, it
Mm.
seems. So, meaning what I'm saying is users are going to have to be trained that this card is for, I guess, hopefully this company's called Neo, and that's why it says Neo Quick Links. But like, you're going
I
to
don't
need to
think it
be
has
able to
everything to do with
say,
that.
click this for all the links or whatever, like calling it out, because it
At a glance, you could say, oh, guide and four more what? Okay, I'm not interested. Where we go.
right.
But with training, right? Hey, this is our layout for our dashboard. This is the tile that we want you to use to jump to relevant stuff.
I would highly suggest the card image to be something that says click here for all the links. I don't know, like just
you
something.
want you want your CEO sort of doing this and pointing
Right.
to the corner.
Right. Something, because
Oh
I just
man.
don't. I know it says view more, but frankly, people
Yeah.
don't read. So if you're going to be moving to this for all your quick links, I don't
Oh yeah. Is it a thing? We've got a few.
know. I
Let's
think we
put it
could
in the
have a good
highly maybe.
conversation about this in we talk about the show is to talk about, why it's important or why it's not kind of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. Nobody cares. So there's nobody putting in chat uh, for this one.
Yeah.
The other ones where we asked, we got some feedback, but not so much.
Absolutely
Oh,
impassioned
okay.
to give
Casper's
a response. A
backported
big.
to regular quick links. Highly doubt it. I highly doubt any of this will have any back, you know, the whole resources. Um,
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
think it's not done right, but we could take the global navigation and import them as resources for the Viva Connections home default experience, but it doesn't sync them; it just copies them. It's just another place to put links. Cool. I mean, we need it, but I think the
Mm.
biggest driver I can think of is collapsing because we only get a certain amount of these cards in a view. So maybe that's why.
Is that's not the new experience. I was trying to
Yeah,
switch over to it.
this is my biggest thing though. Why they calling it quick links? We have a quick links web part.
Hmm.
So why
Yeah.
call it quick links? Call it something else that's I don't know.
Can we even add it here? We're going way beyond our brief, aren't we?
Hey, it's okay.
It's all right. It's all part of it. It's fun.
We're bringing value to the people that
That's
are
what
here.
that's what we're doing. Our
Might as well go ahead and delete
dashboard
that one because it's going to go away anyway.
shifts
No, the Viva,
the feed.
the feed for Viva Connections. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
we'll
all
just
caught
delete
up
it.
apparently. Oh, look at that. It's a
Oh,
podcast. E.
nice.
Feed for Viva. Yeah, so that's that thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. I have to actually go through and change the. This has been so long since I've done this.
Do you even SharePoint?
I do, but I don't Viva so much.
So here's the thing.
Go on.
Do you remember we covered a message?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can say this. Let
Be
me think
careful
about
now.
this.
Hmm.
I had a conversation this week. I was in DC for TechCon, and I won't say who it was, but I was having a conversation with a Microsoft product team member, about this. When you're creating a page, we remember there are the pages that you could create, SharePoint pages that are really focused on sending an email, right?
Yeah.
They introduced those templates. And what was the difference? Do you remember? There's two major differences between that and a regular page. One
Um.
was layout, right?
Yeah.
It was a single column page,
Hmm.
and the other is wow. The other it was web part selection,
Ah.
because only certain web parts were supported in sending the email
Hmm.
in an email. Um, so if I'm going to create one page. I know that we're kind of going down a rabbit hole here, but um, what they did, yep, and they have done it. Pretty sure. No?
Yes, but I've got you pointing in the wrong direction.
Uh, Come on. Can't you flip that?
Well, I kind of did actually. I think I did. No, I didn't. I did actually for that one.
Yeah, I don't think I can talk about it. So those of you that are watching right now, sorry I went down this rabbit hole. I don't think I can talk about it just yet. But if you think about it, we talked about it on the show. How are we going to be able to tell, what when you create a page, it's not going to differentiate between the two anymore. It's just like, here's your templates. And so when you pick a regular news one, but you're going to post it and send it via email, how do we know which web parts we should and should not put on there for it to work well in email? And they have a plan, and I don't like it. So whenever I can talk about it, I will talk about it on the show, and I will tell them how much I don't like it.
Shocking. The quick links here are okay though. They're more than just well, you got a link. You don't get
Yeah.
to choose whether it opens in a new tab. There is audience targeting, so there is that.
Yeah, just like the quick links web part.
Yeah. But it's good that they're being consistent and it's there because
Sure.
think about resources and how it's
Sure.
not consistent.
But now you have to be number one. I'm going to ask you, and I have this in mind too, but we're all looking at your screen. How do you rearrange those two links you just created? On the right hand side here, so you can drag them? Okay. But you're going to have to be very mindful which one you do, because the first one is the one that always shows up on the card saying whatever and more.
Sustainability project. Skadoosh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that for usability, because it's
Let's see how it performs. View more.
yeah, look at that. Ugh. Again,
I want it to open
Microsoft,
in a new tab.
if you would like to pay us to help you with these features, to come up with a something that we won't go at when we see it, then please contact us at show@365mcs.com, and we'd love to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's wrap it.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
This
Well-
one, I would say, yeah, we could talk about it.
We've got 3 definite in at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then from our highly maybes.
We have 3s. Oh, we have 3 of those too. Is there
Let's
any of
just
the
do that and then
possibilities that we should do, like that we maybe think, oh man, maybe we should do that?
Not really quickly. I mean, return to office. I know it's not a
Well, the people in chat didn't
no.
go crazy for it. They're like, eh. So
Yeah. No, they didn't. Remove.
okay.
Bulk
s-
sending.
mm,
Remove.
ugh,
Document processing.
I feel attacked.
Do you?
Yeah, because I added those two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and get rid of that one though. I don't feel like a valued member of the team anymore.
Don't you?
No. Yeah, and that external presenters one. I mean,
Hmm.
I
That's
mean,
right, Chris.
the only really good thing I think um, is your comment about a use case for that. But
Is that enough of a thing?
is that enough of a thing?
Not really. Because it's like presenters can join meetings externally. This is really just the webinar scenario.
It is. It is just that.
Nah. So we've got our 6.
Okay.
What do you want to do? I can show stuff in this Viva Connections one.
Okay. Then you can just do that one.
I'll do that one. You do the rest.
Casper wants us to rant.
Rant.
So, on that one. So
Rant.
you have to rant. You have-
Must. Rant.
The people have spoken.
Casper said.
Casper said.
Copilot Enterprise. See, I can't even finish the sentence. Data prediction.
I don't want to do that one so much.
Let's just do 5 messages this week. I don't mind.
I mean, it was pretty important. They wanted MVPs to be, well informed 5 minutes before they released that blog post. So,
Yep. Multi-factor thing. You want to do it?
You deleted it already. Yep. That's funny.
Dan IL. Improvements to manage what attendees see. It's a premium feature.
It is a
but it's
premium
interesting.
feature. You can do that one, and I'll do schedule with Copilot.
Just for fun.
What?
Okay.
I mean, you can. That's fine. I'll do it.
No.
I'll do it. Why is it not suggesting your name?
Because it's Luke.
All right, everybody. We've done it. We've actually accomplished a task. I didn't think it was possible, but we did. We have,
3
with your
hours
help,
later.
with your help, we have selected the messages that we will be covering this week. Thank you so much for helping. And we will catch you during the show. Make sure you join the show and leave comments on the show.
Daniel's concerned that you're
Oh.
only attending this for the junk food version of the truly nutritionist meal, which is the show episode. You've got to come along to the meal. Don't just snack and run.
Okay. Yeah,
I think it was a great
thanks for
analogy.
throwing me under the bus there. But yes, everybody come along to get the meat, to get the, the goodness of the
What if
show.
they're vegetarian, Daniel?
Well, they're fake meat. I don't know.
Roasted cauliflower, tofu,
Roasted
something.
mushrooms. Roasted mushroom
yeah.
sandwich. Anyway, thanks everybody. We'll catch you next week when we go live again.
Yes,
But
we will.
please share out the episode when you see it, and make comments and give some comments on socials as well. But thanks everybody for joining us. Really appreciate it.
TTFN. Very good. Bye-bye.
Bye.